Alright, and that is it for the duels. I know it wasn't the best duels, but I wanted to show you a little bit of what each class can do. So this is going to be my top 5 1v1 duel classes. Number 1 is going to be Assassin Rogues. I feel like if you manage your cooldowns well, Rogue can beat any classes in 1v1 right now because of the insane burst they have, dot damage, the controls, kidney shot, cheap shot, blind sap. You can also avoid melee damage and magic damage by using evasion and cloak of shadows. Healing is pretty decent, not the best, but still good. And most importantly, you have stealth, giving you a huge advantage in the fights to reset and run away. So like I said, if you use your cooldowns well, I feel like Rogue can beat any classes, and that is why Rogue will be number 1 in my list. Number 2 is going to be Arcane Mage. They have one of the best mobilities in the game. Survivability isn't the best, but you can spam Arcane Shield all day long. It has no cooldown on it. Every time you put the shield on, you get 4000 absorb, giving Arcane Mages one of the best defensives. But if you spam shield, you can't do damage in trade. But having that great mobility and enemies not being able to touch you, you can make a small distance, shoot your missiles, shield up again if they get close, and kite away. If you continue that strategy, running away, putting shields when they get close, beat them up from far away, if you continue that, it's really tough to kill an Arcane Mage. You also have nice control, the poly spams, and slow. And if you really want to reset, you can go invisible, polymorph, and eat to full. Number 3 is going to be Retribution Paladin because of the insane heal it has and the strong damage. If you talent into Word of Glory, Retribution Paladin basically has 2 lay of hand if you use it with wings. But the downside to having one of the strongest heal and the damage is you get countered by ranged classes. So basically, your worst enemy is slows. If that wasn't the case, Red Paladins probably be number 1 or number 2 on the list. Number 4 is going to be Fury Warrior. Insane damage, great self heal, decent mobility, and weakness is probably CC. Unless you're being CC or kited, I feel like Fury Warrior is impossible to kill because I can just spam Bloodthirst all day long and get all my heals. With the correct talent, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, Warrior suck, but with the right talent, I feel like Fury Warrior is insane. I started using this talent on stream and everyone started copying me. I'll share this talent in another video, so stay tuned. And then last will be Windwalker Monk. Windwalker Monk was originally number 2, but they actually nerfed Fist of Fury and you cannot stun with it anymore. It was in a PvP talent where you could stun targets, but now it just reduces damage. In the video, I did have Fist of Fury, but recent patch just got rid of the Fist of Fury stun. Another change I should mention is in-cap being nerfed from 15 seconds to 45. It's a huge nerf, and we also lost Monk Teleport Heal. In return, we got a new spell called Vivify. Instead of Effuse, we have Vivify now. Effuse healed like a tiny poop, Vivify heals for a larger number. Also, there is a talent where we can get 1 free Vivify cast without having to cast it, and every time you use a combo, the cooldown reduces, so you can spam Vivify and keep yourself up. And one more change, we have constant strong damage now. Back in Legion, it felt like we did wet noodle damage and only had damage when we had Storm Earth or Serenity, but now even without the burst, you have constant damage. So those are the changes. And because of the changes, that makes Windwalkers number 5 for me. And if I had to give a special mention or a class you should watch out for, I think Pharaoh Druids, Destro Warlock, Unholy DK, they're low-key pretty good. And that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Keep in mind this is only beta, a lot more can change. I just wanted to give you guys a little insight of how things are looking so far in BFA. And also, if you guys want to see more duels, leave in the comment of what class you want to see more duels of, and I'll make a video of that.